Hey y'all, what's up? I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving weekend, and it is the beginning of December, so we are happy in the holiday spirit, festive, and feeling good. Um, I just really, YouTube is a crazy place. I just started doing these videos, and I honestly want to keep things in a very positive place, but I've already gotten comments from certain people. I guess I don't know who they are, but it looks like a couple gentlemen are not that happy about certain things that I've said already. Um, I'm not really sure what to make of that. Like I literally, I honestly, when I made that video yesterday, I had no real structure for the video, and everything is brand new on this channel, and so I literally just say what I feel the same way I would say it to my friends and put it up here for you guys. And it was never to be dissected in such a matter of fact manner. I mean, you guys have to understand this is YouTube, and these are people's opinions. And a lot of the things that we do on here just state our opinions and just give people an insight as to who we are. So it's like, what are you getting mad about? I actually didn't say anything to offend anyone directly, as much as I spoke about my own situations. Um, but I did receive a weird message from a gentleman, and I'm not really sure what his intention was by sending that message, because I almost felt bad for him. I kind of felt like, let's pedal back. This channel is supposed to bring us happiness as women, um, as black women of all complexions, all sizes, all colors, etc. I just got here, and my real intention is to bring a little bit more positivity to everything that's going on YouTube. There are a lot of um, YouTube partners and people out here stirring up controversy over colorism and black women, black love, the way we relate to each other, whether there's a gender war amongst the race or, and I thought it was comical, and so there were things that I just wanted to say out loud because I happen to agree with a lot of points. I happen to agree with things that certain people put out on their platform. I also happen to agree with um, certain other contrarian beliefs that come out in the comments. So when this, I'm assuming he's a gentleman, and I'm assuming if the picture that is in his profile is real, I'm assuming that that is him, and I'm assuming that this gentleman was in his feelings when he saw my video. Maybe only saw a small portion of the video, and all of a sudden started to deduce me to so many derogatory names and so many insults, and none of them are true. My confidence is too high. I don't care about it. I don't care about you. The way I see it is, I only wanted to just read his comment out loud because I felt like, wow, this, all of it, can I at least get started and tell people who I am before someone jumps down my throat? And then I said, well, I guess that's an unfair expectation because this is YouTube, home of the ratchet now. So it's like, you can't make a video with your own thought process. You can't make a video just, you can't say anything nowadays without someone jumping down your throat. So, and I got comments from another guy too, but they were just silly, so I'm not going to address that. But I really did want to read this gentleman's comment out loud because I just wanted to ask him a couple questions in the comment. I actually should have left his comment up, but I thought it was kind of, it was like a weirdly, oddly placed comment. It's like as if he wrote this comment in his notes and posted it under several different people's pages without any regard as to what was being said in each person's video. And I found that I can read it and see that it's generic. I can read it and see that he didn't watch my video or put any real thought into it. So I'm going to read his comment out loud, and then I want to just get into my thought process behind this comment. Now, the gentleman's name, YouTube name, I forget his YouTube name, it's not important. I'm just going to read just what he wrote, because I just find it, I had to flip the phone because my eyesight is going. I just find this comment to be, I'm like really confused. So let me just read it. I just gotta laugh too. Rude, disrespectful, they will have the lowest life form with a low IQ to get them pregnant. Blame all their problems that they accumulated on society. Don't take any accountability for their bad behavior. Loud, attention seekers, always begging and demanding me and to pay their bills that they solely acquired. Always trying to tell someone what a real man is, because the majority of them never had a father in the home, so how would they know what a real man looks like? Question mark. In parentheses. And if they did know what real men look like, many of them wouldn't be single mothers because they would have gotten pregnant by a real man. They do not know how to talk to people because attitudes are horrible. Everywhere they go in large groups, they attract the dumbest human beings with criminal records and low IQs as always. Customer service is shitty, just like their attitude. They make it hard to live around them, so it's important that many of us keep our credit scores in tip-top shape. Otherwise, you will have to live around them in their bad areas with high crime rate because they love the dope boys, whom they terrorize the elderly. I'm thinking he means they. Okay, that's a bad use of a pronoun, but I think he means they, as in the dope boys, whom they terrorize the elderly with loud music, but to the women, it's gangsta. Always wanting someone to cash out them, always starting fights, jumping people, calling other people the B word when they don't like to be called the B word, but they call each other the B word. Always sending people friend requests because they want you to see them and like their pics, but they don't want to interact with you because they just want you to notice them. They attract violence and drama. When you ask them to lower their voices in movie theaters, they get an attitude with you when they're the ones talking loud. I can keep going and going. They're depressing. Now, the reason why I read the comment was because it was the very first comment I got on my second video on YouTube. And the reason why I'm so confused is because all of that which he described does not describe me. But even if it did, how dare you? You don't have the right to judge anybody. Just because you were raised up in a family that was fortunate enough to have both of their parents, good income, a good social economic footing, educated, learned people in it that look like us, doesn't mean that we have the right to disregard people that are struggling, living in projects, living in destitute situations. And it's like, if this man was trying to liken me to any of that, he's lost my attention. But more importantly, if you're trying to say that you're better than somebody, you've also lost my attention. The thing about me is, like, a lot of people think because I speak properly and because I'm educated and I have my own business and all these things, all these accomplishments, whatever, checkbox, who cares about the checkbox? A lot of people think because I've checked off a couple checkboxes in my life that I'm going to sit here and disassociate myself with my people and completely shit on my people. Now, not to say that any of the things that he wrote in here there were no racial epithets in here, there were no real curse words in here, and there was no real malice in what he's saying. I understand his opinion, but I had to delete the comment because I don't want anyone to come underneath my videos and think that that is something I support. I don't support that kind of judgmental onlooking of our own people. Like, this person, this man who wrote this, what he's doing is he's othering his own people. He's standing to the side as if he's part of a class of men that he has no business and does not belong to, judging people that look just like him because he's been fortunate enough to have a system set up in his family by which he can be successful. Hey, listen, good for you. Belly wank. I don't even know if that's, what the fuck is that? Like, what's a belly wank? You sound like a fucking wanker. That's what it sounds like to me. So, what is a belly wank? This person is a fraud. What I think is that this person's page is not real. I think that they used a handsome African American man's image on the photo because, you know, for the fake profile, whatever, because this person wants to seem as though their opinion is valid when in real reality they don't have much of an opinion. When I went onto your page, I don't see anything more than a couple of videos from your family, and congratulations to you and your family. No one's here to tear you down. I'm just here to sit here and voice my opinion about the things that I think are going down in our community as it pertains to black women. And black men is not going to always be the discussion of what I do around here. It's not going to always be the topic of my discussion around here. We have so many other things to do. When I made that video, I really just wanted to wake up and say to women and young black women, wake up. We can have everything that any other woman from any other group can have. We don't have to be disrespectful to get it, but we also don't have to allow disrespect in order to get it. We don't have to be judgmental to get it, but we also don't have to be judgmental by which in way we get it. I'm not tearing anybody down. I'm just saying what doesn't work for me. I'm sorry, but it doesn't work for me if I have to make $100,000 more than you. It doesn't. I'm sorry, but it doesn't work for me if I have to help you build your business when my business still needs work. I'm sitting right now in my own recording studio, in my own business that I've started. Now, I've gotten so much help from wonderful people, black, white, Asian, everybody. So much help from everybody, men, females, heterosexual people, homosexual people, everybody. It runs the gamut, the people that have helped me in my life, and I'm very appreciative to them. But I am unappreciative of men like this. Frauds in our community that make it seem as though they have the right to judge somebody. But when I look at your videos of you and your family, you're not doing any better than anybody else. You're really not. I mean, quite frankly, I live in one of the best, if not the best city in this country. And as far as I'm concerned, your opinion doesn't matter to women like me. And that's why I can't even allow myself to be offended and your comment gets deleted. Because I know for a fact that if I were in the street, you would try to talk to me. The same way I was out last night at another entrepreneur's brand launch and several gentlemen that looked just like you tried to talk to me. But you know what? Because I'm looking for something else and I'm leveling up, and I'm looking for a gentleman who can put me on a certain level in life, I respectfully and politely interact with these gentlemen last night for 1 or 2 minutes and kept it moving because you're not trying to hit on me and I'm not trying to be hit on. But that doesn't mean I can't say thank you for complimenting me because I looked beautiful yesterday. Thank you. I appreciate you for saying my makeup looked cute, or I appreciate you for saying my outfit was nice, or I appreciate all those things, but that doesn't mean I'm going to choose you. And I think that's the thing that hurts these types of men. When I read this, all I saw was hurt and anguish and sadness, because what it looks like to me is like you really wish that a woman like me or these various other women, like, take me out of it. You really wish that these wonderful black women, whoever the hell they are, because I'm nobody, but you really wish that these wonderful black women would choose you. And because they don't, you take your pre-written judgmental commentary and dump it under every single person's video, hoping that you get noticed so that you can bait someone in some sort of argument, when in reality, no one gives a damn. No one gives a damn. No one cares. No one cares about your opinion. people don't even really care about my opinion. It's just I'm on here. So when people look up certain things, they're going to find my video and they're going to drop their opinions and things like that. But on the real, nobody knows me. And people don't really care what I have to say because they're going to do what they want anyway. And this is a valuable lesson for every fucking person in life. No one cares about your opinion. You know why? Because they're going to do what they want. That black man is going to date that white woman. Okay? That Indian man is going to marry that white woman. Okay? That Korean man is going to be with that white woman. Okay? And there's nothing that I can say or you can say that can change their perceptions of what they believe a good relationship and a healthy relationship, what that woman might look like. In their minds, when they were growing up, they must have been watching Full House or something and figured, I need a woman like that. And so that's all they've wanted their whole lives. So even if a woman like me comes by, I am not their type. And this is how I turn down a lot of men, honestly, because I try my best when a person really likes me, I try my best not to hurt their feelings. But really, I hit them with the, I'm not your type. I'm not your type. Meaning, quite frankly, let's be honest. The majority of these young black men that speak to me are not looking to have a real relationship. They're not looking to wife anyone up. What they want is they want a beautiful black woman so that they can prove that they can have a black woman and a beautiful one at that. And they might mac out for a year or two before they say, no, I need my light-skinned baby, and then they end up with somebody else. I see it all the time. So no, I don't give my children. So there are certain things he said in here. And if they did know what real men look like, many of them would be single mothers because they would have gotten pregnant by a real man. They would have gotten pregnant by a real man. The concept of real man and fake man, I'm off that. There's no such thing. The only thing I care about is a man who is dedicated to me. It is not about whether you're real or fake. I don't give a damn. I don't care. What are you willing to do? What are you willing to do? Like, what are you willing to do? That's what it's really about. It's not about whether he's rich or not. It's not about whether he's black or not. It's not about any of that. It's about, are you confident enough to demand a certain level of respect and to be put on a pedestal? And then will he put you on one? It really isn't about, oh, I need somebody who's making a ridiculous amount of money or someone as gorgeous as the man in this picture. The fake man in this picture. It's not about that. I'm not chasing looks. I'm not chasing social status either. Because I tell you, I swear and I mean this. If you were a person who could make a couple $1 million off of a coffee brand, selling your fucking coffee from Argentina, and that's your job, that's good enough for me. I don't really care what people do. I've never chased a basketball player. Even though there are plenty of handsome basketball players, I've never chased a football player. Even though there's plenty of wonderful football players, I'm from New York. We don't have that type of shit around here. We have bankers, engineers, mathematicians. Those are the types of people that a woman like me, politicians, real politicians, those are the types of people that women like me are looking at. I'm not necessarily running after that nigga over there, because that nigga over there is going to play basketball and football for the rest of his life, and I don't give a damn about it. If I want to watch football and basketball, I can watch it on my TV in my place, in my studio or my apartment. So it's like, it's almost as if I'm just not understanding I'm just not understanding why people are so upset and why they haven't gotten the concept of stay in your lane. I stay in my lane. I don't complain about the level of men that come my way, because I recognize that every time something happens in terms of a person coming in my life, it's a direct reflection of the way that my life is set up right now. So I'm very appreciative of everybody and what they have done for me. Even the gentleman I was speaking about yesterday, he was just here yesterday. Really love and care about him. He's a great friend, but there are things that have to happen in order for my life to move forward, and he is at a standstill, and it is a train moving fast, and I've left him somewhere in Midtown and I'm on my way uptown. It's not about, everyone can't come with you. Everyone can't move through your journey with you. I've known that since a young person. That's why, like, I've lost friends over the last couple of years because I've lost friends over the last couple of years because I refused to be a corporate drone and a robot. I've lost girlfriends because we go out to a dinner and all these bitches want to talk about is their college degrees, which I have, their jobs, which my jobs are paying more. That's all they want to talk about. It's like black women have a thing about them where they have to prove so much that they are successful, except nobody gives a damn. People care about black women that are successful in certain industries, but on an ordinary basis, from a me to you basis, in your train station, in your grocery store, in your supermarket, in your department store, on your block, in your neighborhood, ordinarily, no one gives a damn how successful you are. That's something I had to be hit with like a ton of fucking bricks. No one cares. So when I start throwing that energy out a couple years ago, my girlfriend's upset. Why is she upset? Because I choose to be a person who says I don't want to define myself by my career anymore. Like, would someone, like, so if I keep working this career where I'm putting and making and enabling another group and class of people to get rich off of my back, if I keep working this career and make this great money so I could go and have brunch with you and get fat with you, you would be happy, right? But because I go to the gym and I come after you guys are done eating dinner and I have my drinks and I don't get fat with you on the weekends and I don't go to your, and I don't want to do, and I have the nerve to say it out loud, that makes me a person who is fucked up. That makes me the type of woman who basically doesn't care about other people, doesn't care about my friendships, thinks I'm better. No, I'm choosing what's right for me, and if more people got around to choosing what's right for them, and especially black women, I think this is the real problem that we're having in America. Black women are feeling guilty about choosing what's right for them. Choose what's right for you, honey. Because guess what? The guy who wrote that comment, nobody cares about him either. Not even his own baby's mother probably cares about him. So to be honest with you, all you can do is self. All you can do is work on self and have standards for yourself. And don't allow anybody to tell you that your standards are too high for yourself. No, the standards are too high for you, nigga. The standards are too high for you, sir. The standards are too high for you, gentlemen. The standards are too high because I set them high. I set them high because I want more in life. And honestly, I'm gonna leave it with this. Some of you wonderful black men should be happy that there are women like me out here. I'm the kind of woman that your daughter could look up to. A woman who's not settling for less. A woman who has not even, I have not even dropped one kid and I'm in perfect shape. I'll be able to have children. And my mother got pregnant when she was 40 years old. 39, 40 years old. I'll be able to have children until I'm like 50. I'm a black woman and I'm in great shape and I'm healthy. And I eat well and I take care of myself. So as far as I'm concerned, I've got plenty of time. So the way I feel is like, does it offend people? Maybe. When I say certain things, it might sound offensive because my tone of voice is very matter of fact. And because I am successful and I'm exactly the type of woman that these black men say don't look at them. And I'm here to confirm to you that no, I don't look at them. I don't. Because I spent so many years looking at them and they weren't looking back. And this is before I even got to, I got hit with this bomb before I even got to my professional years. Literally, before I was 20, I figured this out. And let me tell you, when I grew up in the Bronx, I actually had no concept of this because I was like the only black girl. There was like a couple of us, me, Ebony, and a couple other women uptown, and everybody was Puerto Rican and stuff. So honestly, I didn't really grow up with a lot of colorism. I grew up with a lot of Spanish boys and Puerto Ricans and even black boys just loving me because I was so sexy and so cute and so well spoken and a church and so well mannered. They loved me so much that I never had a problem ever getting a man to be interested in me from any color, any background. I then went out with and had dates with men from every single background, every diaspora. So I'm not that girl. I'm not the girl who's sitting here chasing anybody. I let them chase me. I let him chase me. I remember when I was like 19 years old and I was dating this, he must have been 24 years old going to SUNY Downstate. An Indian dentist studying to be a dentist who was born in Nairobi, Kenya. I done, please. When I go out west, I only date Filipinos. Stop. So to be honest with you, I don't judge anybody by color, and I don't, like, when it comes to men, I don't pick them by color. I don't fantasize about any color of man. I fantasize about a man who knows he's a man, who treats me like a woman and allows me to be myself without trying to control me too much, but knows when to say, but also knows how to provide, knows how to get it, how to really be there for me. And by saying that out loud, if that offends, I don't know, Belly Wank, this fucking wanker here, if it offends Belly Wank and I don't know, the other guy who I don't even have his picture, but if it offends any of these men that I've made a choice to choose a man that really will rise, as I say, rise to the occasion, like, you don't have to be rich and you don't have to be perfect, but if we're gonna grow together, we have to grow together. And if you're not gonna grow with me, then I don't want to grow with you. Why would I sit there and grow next to a man who has no ambition just because he's black? I don't want to tear anybody down because I literally, even in my neighborhood, there are young black men that I think they're so cool, and I say hello to them and what up, what up, what up, what up. But the minute they try to get my number now, and this is really what frustrates me. It's like, yo, I'll say what up to you in the corner store. You see me in Dwayne Reed, you see me on wherever you see me. I say what up to you. Okay, you see me. I'm not saying I'm somebody, but you know who you're talking to. And so my thing is like, don't overstep your boundaries when you know where you're at. For example, don't ask me out on a date when you know damn well that I don't want to be seen anywhere with you. You know who you are. Don't ask me to partake in anything that has to do with you when I barely know you, and at the end of the day, we're not even the same demographic of black person. So I feel like what is really happening is men are going above and beyond and shooting for things that are out of their league, and I just want to discourage heavily young black men from doing that. Rather than go for a woman like myself who might be out of your league in certain categories, and I'm not talking about for these billionaire niggas. I'm not a billionaire, but I'm out of the ordinary gentleman's league. The ordinary young black man around here working at Target, I'm out of his league. So to be honest with you, if you know for a fact that you're talking to a woman that's out of your league, be humble and respectful, or you just simply won't get my number and you simply won't get to talk to me again. And I'm not going to curse you out. What would I curse you out for? I don't care enough about you to curse you out. That's wasted energy. So what I would do is give you a fake number. Bye-bye. Give you the business number to the studio. Bye. I never picked that up. just to get you off my back. Because if I had to sit here and tell you now, you know damn well. Because when I'm in a bad mood, I do say things like that. When I'm in a really fucked up mood, I will say, like, stop talking to me. I don't mean to say it like that, but I will dead say, like, if I'm in a bad mood, I guess this is, if I'm in a bad mood, I could be in the most beautiful of states, but if I'm in a bad mood and someone who is out of pocket and low in pedigree tries to approach me of any color, I will say to them, stop talking to me. That's not a request. That's a fucking command. You don't know me. Okay, I'm a real New Yorker, meaning I really come from that old school mindset of, like, don't talk to people you don't know in the street. Stop addressing me because I am not your friend. And I'm also a whole random fucking person that you're just trying to get my number or get my attention, and you got my attention. Now stop fucking talking to me. Now when you do things like that and you look like this or you're beautiful, you know what happens? Men start to call you conceited and stuck up. That's why I have started smiling and giving fake numbers. Because I don't have the energy to deal with this. I don't have the energy to deal with conceited, fucked up. I'm running a business and managing my life. And I don't have the time for the distractions. And if you were doing the same, you wouldn't have time for it either. You wouldn't even have time to stop me in the honestly, you wouldn't even have time to stop me in the street if you were busy enough in your life. So I almost feel like anyone who comes under my video or any of these women's videos who are demanding more in life and teaching women how to get the bag and teaching women how to be self-sufficient, but also get a man to be accountable and also get a man to take care of you because that's the natural order of things. Anyone who gets offended by that is sadly mistaken. Either you're broke or you have money and you've been run through by a couple women so you feel bad. And I swear that is not the right way to find yourself an ally in a black woman. The right way to find yourself an ally in a black woman is to approach a black woman with humility, with graciousness, and appreciation and admiration, because we are gods, all right? Know that. I love you guys. Enjoy. Peace.